Hey guys and gals, and welcome to Biomutant. This is going to be my new solo series. We are going to be doing this most likely every single Sunday and Wednesday. Now, in the community tab, we had posted Dark or Light. And no one commented, which is fair. I mean, we don't really get many comments on our community tab. However, one thing I have already decided on a class if no one was going to choose, because in this game, of course, as you saw, I have a level 30 character, I have a level 7 character. However, I have never done an evil run.
Encode your DNA.
And so, I have decided that if no one was going to choose that, I was going to do that because it's a new experience. I'm also going to do a character that I have never thought of playing in this game. Now, that character is known as the Saboteur because it's just I guarantee it'll be a fun class. And also, I play things really different in this game. So, one thing is, I always choose the Murgle. I think I chose FIP last time just because I was doing a Psyfreak, which you kind of need FIP for because the intelligence part of FIP is great. But I always choose him because bordering is nice, but the thing that I always go for, and when I level my characters, I always go for luck because of the loot chance.
Define your genetic structure.
Because you can go to any level. Like, logistically, you can go to any level. Now the problem is that I'm going to look really derpy for a while. Because I'm gonna try to see how I can build this. Because, one thing with the Saboteur it's so derpy, look at this guy. Is that Saboteurs are mostly melee, from what I know. And so strength and agility are probably the best things that I could go for. But, all strength just makes him look derpy. To be honest, everything on its max scale makes him look derpy. Just look at max charisma. He's just a little... Max intellect just makes him look super, like... He's such a cute little guy. Max agility is kind of wonky. Max strength is kind of wonky. I think I like the max strength the most just because he looks so... But just the generalist one is, I think, the best looking. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the, forget where it is, but it's basically the thing to where I can redo my look and then make it the middle one. But for now, strength and agility is what I need.
Choose a genetic resilience.
For this, I don't know. Biohazard is my biggest problem. And radioactivity. So, I'm just gonna go max biohazard, I guess. I mean, what I could do is I could try to do, if I can get it correctly, there. And try to make it so I get the most, like there's a way where I can get, okay, you know what, that's fine. 1%. Probably should have, like, decided that. I don't really customize any of these.
Pick a class. Commando, Psychic, Saboteur.
Yeah, dodge, cost, which is great for agility. Melee, yeah, okay. So I was correct on that.
That'll work.
Alright. Yep, I
Here's
know how to play.
somebody with a troubled past,
So,
drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
alright, so yeah, I get the cool pistol.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
I could also do a neutral run.
But for you,
being evil's
it's
kind of
not
cool.
only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dark.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Also, they have a lot of savagery between each other, and I think they're just kind of funny and cute.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Because, yeah.
Yes, left can be right sometimes.
Because it really is the path that you decide for yourself. That is kind of this game.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
This game touches on some very philosophical stuff.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
I will be quiet for most of this, just to let you know. Because, there's a lot of story. And I think it's pretty interesting. Right? Yeah, that happened. Right. Time to parry. Okay, yeah. I don't really parry much in this game. Like, it says that, it says that I should, like, parry. But I don't parry. Because I don't realize that I can. I wonder if I can parry the bomb.
This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Oh god, I'm just getting whumped. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll never know. I will never know if I can disarm him from blocking his attack. And that would be cool though. Like if I could just, you know, right there, and then dead. No more loopa-looping. I'm not gonna spoil anything, just FYI. So don't worry, it's gonna be a completely, like,
This time, it was best to
you know.
run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Yeah. 'Cause there's a lot of story in this, and I want to experience it as much as I can. There will be some days, though,
The
that
predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of story in this game, and it's a really good story. And so I'm not gonna spoil any of it.
Right in the face.
Because, I like this game a lot, and I think I also don't like spoilers, so, yeah. I completely forgot just everything of what I said, so, yeah. That's ADHD for you. See if I can parry. Wait, hold on. I've never actually done that before, because I don't parry things. God, I move fast. Sweet. Electric module. Wow, I move fast. It's kind of fun. Yeah. This was a choice area. Come on, level 3. Sad. At least I got a good shirt though. But yeah, so I always like go for the loot chance only because you can get some really powerful things, and that makes up for not having as much strength or as much like anything else.
It only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
I'm really liking the parry thing that I can do. Oh, okay, cool. Didn't realize that I could do that. It's kind of sweet, not gonna lie. I've actually never really parried before. I just attack. Alright, yeah, looting bodies. That is indeed one of the good things. Just making sure I get loot. God, this is gonna be a long series. Parry. Oh, wait, he just doesn't, freaking... Oh, sweet. Well then, parrying is the greatest thing ever. I need to parry more. Don't think I can parry a grab. Yeah, no, I can't parry a grab.
You might want to fall back.
Psh, who needs to fall back when you got me? Yeah, this way. Unless this is the way that I jumped. Yep, that's the way that it just came. Because I don't want to miss any secrets and stuff like that. Like, there's nothing over there. But is there something around this corner? No. Not where there's a blue barrel. barrel that's blue. And yeah. So yeah, it's just gonna be a really fun series where we do a lot of things. Not even gonna melee the shield, I'm just gonna blow it up. Nah, I'm gonna melee it, never mind. Alright, this is a moment where I back off from them because I'm being destroyed trying to block them. Also, I can't do my normal shot of heavy weapon annihilation. Because what I normally do is I just use heavy weapons to absolutely destroy them. Sweet. First level. Right. I look so cool. It looks absolutely beefy. Dual build. Yes. Because I'm gonna max out my my dual wield because that is just how Saboteur. That is just. Sweet. Any other bodies? Yes. Loot all the bodies, all the tasty loot.
Look,
I have to say, this game has a lot of fun.
Once was a rare sight.
Because, just has this charm to it.
That pipe looks weak. The claw
Never actually explored in here. Right. There was nothing to explore, so you know.
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Alright. This is gonna be epic. I'm gonna stab everything. It's stabby run.
Biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Well placed. Close encounter.
God, that is an OP ability to have just off the start. Granted, I wish I had some of my crush weapons because
You're not dead yet.
against like any being, crush weapons are probably some of the best. Because one good thing about crush weapons is that they just kill. Like, no matter what you hit. You don't even have to combo them, you just have to hit like 4 times. And so, a very safe class to play for starting people is a Sentinel and only buffing strength. Strength and vitality are like the greatest things for Sentinels. And it's one way to make any game easy, no matter how you play. Like, running a freaking, it's just good.
It's called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
And the saddest thing about this world is that this could happen to us. Which I think is one of the scariest things.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Yeah. And, that's one of the reasons, like...
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
Also, this game just has a charm
warning
to it.
label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
A potential brain melt.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Dented that one good.
Sweet.
Now that's a flesh wound.
I'm not gonna get hit by a single one of them. Just because of this ability. And I got parried. Sad.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh no, this is... I'm doing a fantastic.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled ones.
Sweet. I have never done that fantastic. That was great. I love this already. To be honest, I probably should buff some strength just so I can deal more damage. So that way I don't have to focus on getting just better weapons. Granted, that's very doable with a luck build.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. The night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Ooh, childhood memories. And, so one thing, I don't know. Okay, good, I can't, wait, no, no, I can't save. Because I'm doing an evil run. I don't know if being, like, at least nice in these things, I'm not going to be, like, entirely mean all the time.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
To be honest, I could do a neutral run.
You came all the way out here
like and join the Myriad.
The potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
This man has the greatest voice actor in existence. Freaking, I love him.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a neutral run.
Only time will tell. At least
just so I don't
intention
murder
is to
everyone.
dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Catch. Catch. No. Silly little lad.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Yeah, I think a neutral run would probably be best. Because it's just like, if I were to just do one side, I couldn't do everything, you know?
Now that you've seen the Mono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the Pride War and the situation with the World Eaters.
Yeah. It's so cool.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Yeah. Also, the freaking narrator in this game is so good. I adore the narrator. It's just, he makes the story so much better.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
It took me stopping to count that I was
Cartographically challenged. Let's see.
I love how it took me stopping to sprint in order to for the thing to count. It was great.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I mean, that's a huge, like, beast of 3 heads and
a
murder.
survivor. Glad to see He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Yeah.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Whack. It's such an epic scene. Just the whirling around. They made that so epic. Like, unnecessarily epic.
Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out-of-Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep an even balance of dark and light. Because there is a certain funny thing. So, there are the mutations, specifically psi powers. They're all good, but like this. I need Dark Aura to throw fireballs, right? Whereas Freeze, I need light to freeze everything. Levitate, I need light energy. Plus Levitate's just kind of cool. You can just levitate. But this one, Telekinesis, I need dark to throw someone away. Which isn't really like the best ability, but it's okay. This one, it does a lot of damage And really quickly too. And you can just literally hold it down. Granted, this one's more for like sci freaks and stuff like that because it takes a lot of energy to do. And then you have this ability, which is one of the coolest abilities in the game, but you need to be dark to do it. And so I think a neutral run just would be best, only because then I could have access to both worlds.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel
Granted,
or
it
the
will
motor
just
bridge.
take longer to get both of them, but you know, it's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna join Myriad. I'm gonna try to keep it balanced.
It's
Just because I think that's
unusual
kind of
that
fun.
Natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Wow.
Time to kill these people because they are bad. So, the tribes each have just their own philosophies. So really, none of them are bad. They're just this game is just based on morals. In the end of the day, it's just morals. What do you think is the best choice? Or is it your choice to decide? I have to say, this very simple combo is very nice. Just because it's like instant death, basically. If I get one person in a combo, they're not alive. They just disappear. Yeah. There's some loot here, so I'm gonna get this loot.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Yeah. Heavy recommendation. If any of you were to play this game, I recommend making sure to get every single nook and cranny of every place discovered. Especially if you're doing a luck build.
Moving up in the world.
Because, let's just say, like, you were to miss this chest. And you didn't get something like this. It's a really powerful, oh my gosh. That's a really nice weapon. Granted, it's two-handed. And saboteurs are not two-handed. They one-hand dual combat. Granted, wait, hold on, let me check the abilities that I get, or the perks. Dodge energy, weapon, based range attacks from enemies. With 10% to miss you, dodge, base movement, armor. Okay, I can use two-handed weapons. There's nothing that states that I shouldn't. Granted, I should stick to melee. Because, range is hard to buff, because I still don't know what buffs range.
That's the Myriad tribe's fortress.
Yeah.
Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Yeah. You miss every shot you don't take.
Let's see.
Yep.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says just because you've made time to meet the Sifu doesn't mean he has time for you. But you're welcome to give it a try. The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping you next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you. The will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Which we will get to in the next episode. That'll be all the time that I have for this episode. And, well, I will see you in the next episode of Biomutant. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.